Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. It's fall and you know what that means. Pumpkin season. In fact, Pop Jones and I went out this past weekend and we bought some pumpkins to sit outside and decorate. I've got my fall tree and I'll try to show you a picture of that. Out on my front deck, and at night we lighted it up, and it's just so pretty, and my autumn leaves around the deck. I've still got a few things to do, but it's coming along, and it'll stay, most of that will stay out there through Thanksgiving. But also, it's the season of pumpkin pie spice. Have you been seeing that? Do you guys like the pumpkin spice lattes like you can get at the coffee shops? I have to admit, I've never had one, but I do like pumpkin. And so I'm sure I'm going to like them. Maybe one day I'll try one. But I've been seeing recipes going all over the internet for pumpkin desserts, cakes, and such. And I came across one and it really fascinated me. And it's a pumpkin whoopie pie. So I thought I would try to make that and you can help me in the kitchen with it. Very simple, very, very few ingredients. Now, I'm using a yellow cake mix. The recipe says I can use a yellow cake mix or a spice cake mix. Now, when I was at the grocery store, I couldn't find a spice cake. And I thought that was kind of strange for this time of year not to be able to find a spice cake. So I got a yellow cake mix, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is going to become Karen's whoopie pie. Okay, so I'm going to put that in a large bowl. I'm just using my hand mixer today. And I didn't want to bring out the big mixer. So I have some pumpkin pie spice. So fitting, right? I'm going to put a teaspoon, I'm guessing here, yeah, of this. Oh, it smells so good. You know, it's really got everything that a spice cake would have. I'm sure it's got cinnamon, nutmeg. It does cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, cloves. You'd find all of that in the spice cake mix anyway. So let's kind of stir that around into this cake mix. I want it mixed up. I don't want all that spice in one place. I want it all through. Oh, if you could smell it. I hope 1 teaspoon is enough. What do you think? We're going to taste it after we put it together. There's no eggs. It's simple ingredients. The cake mix, 1 can. This is a 15-ounce can of pure pumpkin. Not pumpkin pie filling, but pure pumpkin. So we're going to put this in here. And I'm sure you've seen cake mixes like this where it'll start with just the cake mix and a can of fruit. And that's it. And we're going to put 1 cup of vegetable oil. Any non-flavored oil. Vegetable, canola. I've got vegetable oil today. And we're going to mix it up. See, I'll give you a minute and then I'll be back when this is fully mixed. All right. That was simple and it didn't take long. Now, I want to give this a little taste because I'm going to check for my seasoning spices to see if I've got enough. I might want a little more. For me, that 1 teaspoon is perfect. You might want more. If you do, add it by all means. Okay, so let's set this aside. I'm done with it. But we're going to spray it with a non-stick spray, okay? We don't want them to stick, and I don't think it would stick on here, but we want to make sure. And I have my scoop. This is a 2 tablespoon scoop. I measured it so I know there's 2 tablespoons. And we're going to just drop them right on there. Can you see that? I hope you can. And we're going to get these baked. They won't bake, but let's see, what does my recipe tell me? 12 to 15 minutes. And then we're going to put them on another pan with a wire rack so they can cool. And then we'll just keep baking. Now, using this scoop, I assure myself that they're all the same size. And when we put them together, I won't have a large one and a little one I'm trying to fit together. So let me get these scooped out and get them baked. When the oven gets preheated, I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to bake them 12 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to let them cool. And then I'm going to show you what we do next. Okay? Y'all stay with me. Okay, we're back. We have our cookies out of the oven. And they're cooling. This batch is completely cool. Can you see how beautiful that cookie is? We're going to make a filling, but we're going to put pumpkin pie spice in it too. So we're going to use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Now, what I've done is I put my bowl and my whisk attachment in the freezer. You want it as cold as you can get it. And we're going to add 1 box of Jell-O instant pudding. This is cheesecake flavored. And you know what I'm doing? I'm using sugar-free. And that's okay. You know, I've used it, the sugar-free, a lot, and you never can tell the difference. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of this pumpkin pie spice in here. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the whole teaspoon or half of a teaspoon? Let's do about half a teaspoon, and then we can taste it, right? This batch is cooling, and I'm excited about getting those done. There's going to be a lot of them, so we're going to have to, as I've told you before, farm them out to the neighbors. All right, so let's, give me a second. It's going to be loud while I get this mixed up, okay? I told you it wouldn't take but a minute, and that was real time. So let's taste it and see if we might want a little bit more of that spice in there. You know how we did with the cookies part of it. I think on a little bit more. Let's go the full teaspoon. Let's add another half of a teaspoon. These are not going to be real sweet now. If y'all want them sweet, you can add just a little bit of powdered sugar. Okay, so adding that extra pumpkin pie spice, we had to mix it up again. So let's clean our beater off. Now this is going to be real thick, okay? You want it thick. So just keep beating until it does. But you saw mine didn't take but half a minute to thicken up. So let's get some of this out of our way, okay? Now, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use that same cookie scoop that I had earlier making the cookies. So what I'm gonna do is, look here, I'm gonna take one cookie. You can put this in a piping bag if you want to. And I'm gonna just scoop some out. I'm using about half of a scoop, about a tablespoon, and looky there. A whoopie pie. Isn't that adorable? Looky there. And I'm gonna set them on a pretty platter. Now this is gonna make, I told you, way too many for me and Pop. So let me make a couple of more of these, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do next. You know, I was just thinking, you could take this mixture, the cake mixture. I have a donut pan to make donuts in, and you could make up this cake mix and make some donuts out of it. Then you can take your powdered sugar and stir you in some pumpkin pie spice and sprinkle it on top of them. Wouldn't that be beautiful? You could do that to these if you wanted to. Looky there. Now, I told you we've got way too many for us. So I was thinking I'm going to gift some to my neighbors. I have these sweet little cookie bags. And open them up. Let's drop a couple in there. Look at that. Fold it down. If you've got some cute little tape, or you can staple it closed, or you don't even have to. And there you go. A perfect gift for a neighbor. Now, what I want to do is I want to try this, since we got it all put together with our filling. What do you say? I want this one right here. I'm just going to cut it in half because I want to see what it looks like in the middle. Isn't that precious? Looky there. Let's try it. Yeah. That is amazing. I don't know who wouldn't want that, but I just hope you'll try them. And if you do, let me know what you think about them, because I think they're really good. Again, they're not overly sweet. Now, if you want to come back and put some powdered sugar in this filling, go right ahead. I use sugar-free, but you can use the full real stuff if you want to. Or come back, again, like I was saying with the donuts, mix some powdered sugar and some pumpkin pie spice and sprinkle it on top of them. That would be amazing. I so appreciate you joining me today. I love having each and every one of you in the kitchen with me, and I certainly hope you'll come back. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, hit that little notification bell so you'll know when I put out my next video. Looking forward to see you in my kitchen again, everybody. See you soon.